Welcome to my channel. Yes, welcome again to the Be a Happy Creative channel. So you may have wondered what to do with old clothes. I've got 3 children and you've got to be kind of crafty with what you do. So I have with me today an idea of what you can do to those old pair of jeans. Well, not tatty, but still looking new. Children grow really fast and they don't fit anymore. This really helps if you have more than one child. And it doesn't matter whether they're a boy or girl. I've got you covered. So if you want to find out what to do, stick around. So my name is Banani. I'm the founder of Yanafella children's brand. And I'm here to help with some hacks on what to do in terms of looking after your children, things to make, craft, keep them engaged, and for yourself as well. Also, I'll also come here to talk about fashion hacks, how we can dress up, dress down, and as well talk about life in general. So today I have come to show you what to do with some jeans that your child has worn, and you want to change them into something a little bit more exciting. You want to change them into something else so that you can give them to their niece or nephew, or they're just bored with them and they just want them to look a little bit different. So I'm going to show you what to do with a pair of jeans for a boy and a girl. So you're gonna have to just stay till the end of the video so you can get both parts. Excuse me. So what you're going to need is the jeans. You're gonna need scissors, some pins or clips. I go with pins. I'm quite traditional like that. And depending on how you want to finish off the look, you might need some buttons, some beads. And remember, this channel is about getting the creative in you. Some of you might want to draw a flower and do some hand embroidery. It's entirely up to you. And what I'm going to show you today is distressing the jeans even more. So stay tuned. At this point, you will measure the length of the skirt. In this case, mine was 16 inches. So you cut the jeans to the length of the skirt or the shorts that you're making, because remember, we're making this bearing in mind that you may be using it for your son or your little girl. So these are about like an 8-year-old pair of jeans. So you would cut across the length. If you are going to be doing shorts, so my length for the skirt is 16 inches. But if you're doing it for a pair of shorts and the trousers, the shorts that you want to make are 16 inches, make sure you add about 3 inches more, so that if you want to do like a turn up or you want to do a hem, then you are able to do that. So give that allowance. Otherwise, shorts for boys don't look very nice when they are too short. But then again, that's my view. So you would cut this and then we move on to the next stage. So here you have it. The next step is to cut along here to separate the front and back. That's if you are changing these shorts into a skirt. But if you are keeping them the same, what you would then do is you would just do a hem. You would do a hem and then you would stitch. Also, you can also do a turn-up effect. If you're going to go with this option, make sure that you stitch on here and stitch on there. This is so that it doesn't keep unraveling, because then that doesn't look nice. Give it a good press and iron it. I'm not going to do that because I want to change this into a skirt. I'm just showing you this as an option for you to do. And they would look like a new pair of shorts. Obviously, they look a bit dull and boring. I mean, if you want them for a nice summer day out with a nice upright pair of t-shirt, then you can do some distressing on the jeans. You know, start off light and making sure that it stays a little bit more like the trousers. You can do this, which I can do another video for, by using certain things that we have in the kitchen that will remove the coloring from the fabric. But also you can just I'll show you, if you watch till the end of the video, how you can distress using, say, pins and then abrasing the fabric. Right, so as I said before, what you do now is you separate the front from the back. So I've done that, separated the front from the back, and then you come to the front crotch line and you give it a cut going up. So this fabric is a stretch fabric. So normally with denim, you wouldn't overlock. What you do is you do your French seams, or your double stitch seams, but I mean, it's already overlocked on the side, but on the crotch or inside leg, you normally would not do an overlock. But because I've separated this and we've got this bulk fabric here, I will need to neaten this section. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then there's not a lot I can do with this one because the seam's already done up to the crotch line, and I wouldn't want to disturb that. Okay, so I've neatened the edges for the back bit that I cut out. The next step now is to make this look like a skirt. So we're going to close here and we'll put something here. So you can either use the leg that we cut out, or you can add a colorful piece. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. So let me show you what it would look like if we put the piece, because I'm not going to be adding this piece. I'm going to be doing it just as with a denim piece. So it would be something like this. It would look something like that. Okay, so that would be how your skirt would look like if you added a piece to it. Okay, but we're going to add a denim piece, and then I'll show you how to distress, because it's easier to work with for the purpose of this video. I could show you another time how to do this one, because this fabric is thin and the denim is thicker. You would have to do a few more steps to make sure that it lines up well with the original piece of clothing. Okay, so I have prepared I call it a gusset. I've prepared a piece that we're going to put to close that gap, and neatened it. It's ready to go on. So I pin this bit down on the side where we've got the raw edge. The reason why I do this is because if I do it like that, then you've got a bulk to stitch over. So what I'm going to do is I'll stitch here a few times, maybe 3 times, just to make sure that it doesn't come off, and then I stitch all the way down. Okay, and then once that is done, then I will place this one on here. Then I will now stitch again there, and then come all the way down. You can always just finish this off with your fingers so that it's not always flapping about, because that would be nightmare. Unless you've got an industrial machine, which is what I've got, you can then also stitch on top of here. But to be frank, this would break your needle, so I would veer away from doing that. Okay, so there we go, all done, nice and flat. And it's very important to follow the steps that I gave. Right. The same applies to the back. We're going to nip here, then we will let it lie flat to see how much of a gap is left that we need to fill. So cut that there, and it's usually smaller at the back. Okay, so to that, so we'll need that much. And if you had chosen the fancy color for the front, it usually is best to keep it the same color at the back of the skirt, just so it looks nicer and neater. If you really want to be in keeping with the front patch that you would have put, the way you can do it is to put the patches on the pockets. And with this one, there's two ways to doing it. You can completely take them off and replace them with the color that you want, or you can cut pieces and literally do like a patchwork on top of these. So it's entirely up to you again. I found, again, some people may want to put them there. It's a lot more work, but then again, the whole point of doing these projects is to get you to do something with your hands, use your motor skills, and not be sitting and watching Netflix all the time. So I decided my skirt was not bright enough, so I've decided to add a bit of some color to it. How did I achieve that? I took some ribbon, cut it up into lengths, that length, almost like a flower plant, and then 3 different lengths, because I've got 3 different size buttons. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stitch that and then sew these on at the end, and that's it. So the distressed look is not as good as I want it to be because of the type of jeans, but I would have worked on this further. But I don't want to create a hole because this is for a child, and I don't want their skin to show really. There you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this, and you'll be back to see some more. Don't forget, for you to be able to see some more, and if you've got any requests, you have to place them down in the comments. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that video. As you can see, I had to change my plan. I was going to do a distressed I was going to do a distressed skirt, but because the fabric that I used is they're a pair of skinny jeans, so they are elasticated. When I started to do the distressing, the elastic was coming away, so the effect wasn't the same as what I would have wanted to do. I like this kind of work, so I will do some more work and show you how to do it properly on the right type of fabric. So in the end, I decided to decorate it with a flower effect using ribbons and buttons. So I hope you like that. And as you say, if you're a craft person, you have to kind of find ways of adapting and making things work the way that you want them to do. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe, like, and share this video. I hope you join me in the next one. Thank you for watching.